Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am here with my book of the month haul. Basically, I never have any self-control and continue to not have any self-control. So I got 3 books. I think gonna maybe starting in November, whatever I get that month, I have to finish that month before I'm allowed to order for the next month. And then I'm gonna try to still work my way backwards through my TBR, which is huge. But I finally got married. I've been just consumed with school and then wedding planning for my entire adult life, so I've never really had time to read in the amount that I want to. So I'm excited for this. So let's dive in. I think the only actual book of the month I got was this one, and then I got 2 add-ons. And I got this because I love a thriller, and my friend Hannah told me that she was getting this one, and I was like, well, if I get it, then I can talk to her about it when I read it, you know? So this is called When I'm Dead by Hannah Morrissey. The quick take from book of the month was, this twist-filled and visceral chiller will have you wondering how well we can ever truly know those who we hold dearest. And their synopsis is, on a bone-chilling October night, medical examiner Rowan Winthorpe investigates the death of her daughter's best friend. Hours later, the tragedy hits even closer to home when she makes a devastating discovery. Her daughter, Chloe, is gone, but not without a trace. A morbid mosaic of clues forces Rowan and her husband to question how deeply they really knew their daughter. As they work closely to peel back the layers of this case, they begin to unearth disturbing details about Chloe and her secret transgressions, details that threaten to tear them apart. Can't talk today. Amidst the noise of navigating her newfound grief and reconciling the sense of her past, an undeniable fact rings true for Rowan. Karma has finally come to collect. So dramatic. But yeah, I was like, okay, we'll check it out and see. Let's see. Then from the add-ons, I got hang on, let's start with this one. I got While You Were Out by Meg Kissinger, which is in the quick take, an equal parts moving and dark humored evocation. I'll have to look up how to say that. Of mental illness and the ways it cannot root itself into a family tree. If you didn't know, I'm a psychologist, so mental illness is very important to me and my work. What is a long synopsis? Okay. Growing up in the 1960s in the suburbs of Chicago, Meg Kissinger's family seemed to live a charmed life. With 8 kids and 2 loving parents, the Kissingers radiated a warm, boisterous energy. Whether they were spending summer days on the shores of Lake Michigan, barreling down the ski slopes, or navigating the trials of their Catholic school, the Kissingers always knew how to live large and play hard. But behind closed doors, a harsher reality was unfolding. A heavily medicated mother... Sorry, get a drink. Heavily medicated mother... hospitalized for anxiety and depression, a manic father prone to violence, and children in the throes of bipolar disorder and depression, 2 of whom would take their own lives. Through it all, the Kissingers faced the world with their signature dark humor and unspoken family rule: never talk about it. Sorry, I'm getting over COVID. While You Were Out begins as the personal story of one family's struggles that opens outward. A Kissinger details how childhood tragedy catalyzed a journalism career focusing on exposing our country's flaws in mental health care. Combining the intimacy of memoir with the rigor of investigative reporting, the book explores the consequences of shame, the havoc of botched public policy, and the hope offered by new treatment strategies. So that just felt very important to me and, close to my career choices. So I was intrigued by that new add-on. And then lastly, y'all, she's chunky. Saying some context. This is the side we're looking at. So this one might take me a little bit, but who knows. But basically, I needed to get this because this author wrote The Secret Life of Addie LaRue, or is that how you say it? Anyways, and I loved that book so much. I read it, I like started reading it right before I got an appendicitis, so I read it like while I was recovering, and I really enjoyed it. This isn't a chunker, it's a big book, but from this author is a new epic fantasy about power, responsibility, and fate, the fragile threads of power. So the synopsis is, I didn't even read the synopsis before I put it in my cart, just to like give you some context of how much I was like, I distrust. We'll see. Once there were 4 worlds nestled like pages in a book, each pulsing with fantastical power and connected by a single city, London, until the magic grew too fast and forced the worlds to seal their doors between them in a desperate gamble to protect their own. The few magicians who could still open the doors grew more rare as time passed, and now only 3 Antare, perhaps is how you pronounce this, made-up word, are known in recent memory. Kelly Marish of Red London, Delilah Bard of Grey London, and Holland Vizovsk of White London. But barely a glimpse of them have been seen in the last 7 years, and a new Antare named Kosika has appeared in White London, taking the throne in Holland's absence. The young queen is willing to feed her city with blood, including her own, but her growing religious fervor has the potential to drown them instead. And back in Red London, King Rai Marish is threatened by a rising rebellion, one determined to crack the balance of power by raising the throne entirely. Amidst this tapestry of old friends and new enemies, a girl with an unusual magical ability comes into possession of a device that could change the fate of all 4 worlds. Her name is Tess, and she's the only one who can bring them together or unravel it all. So, we'll see. It is like a little bit more fantasy-esque than I normally read. And it's thick. But I need to read it because I enjoy that other one by that author so much. So that is it for my October book of the month. I will leave my code down below, and if you use my code, I think there's like a special right now, so like you always get a deal if you use my code, and I get a free book, which I really appreciate. But let me check what the special is right now. It doesn't say, but I feel like there is like some extra thing that you could do, and then you get like your first book for $5. So definitely Google that and check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and be good to yourself today.